Hello everybody, hi and welcome to the video. And in this video I want to take the project to the next level that we made a couple of weeks back. The project title was Smart Way to Capture, Monitor, Report Statuses for Python Job using DynamoDB Single Table Design. Refreshing your memory here a little bit, again, we had a beautiful UI, right? We could essentially, and again all this happens pretty fast, right? It's powered by DynamoDB. So as you can see here, I can click on this particular date and I can get all the processes that ran on that date, and I can of course filter that by statuses. I can see exactly where did it fail, what time did it fail, right? I can see an overview for that date, right? So basically 8 jobs, 5 succeeded, two failed, right? Then I can say, okay, you know what, show me for this for the 17. Right, so we made all these views. Again, you can see all the stats updates also near real time, and all this is powered through DynamoDB. So that's great, but now let's take this project to even the next level. So by the way, I do have entire source code explained very well and also on the article. So if you need, please go and read that. So what is the need here now, right? That's great. We have a system that can essentially show us all the jobs that ran in a particular day or in a month. It can show all the jobs with the statuses such as success, fail, the statuses they are in progress. All that happens near real time with DynamoDB. DynamoDB is meant to handle millions of concurrent requests. It's great, right? Now, how do we take this to a next level is, say you have a need to alert the user. So when a process fails, I need a way to alert the user in that moment, at that time. Of course, I can go and see the dashboard, that's great, but how do I develop an alert, near real-time alerting system on that? So let me show you the concept here, and next part will be, of course, doing that. So anytime a data is, a process is marked failed or success, it essentially goes to DynamoDB, right? Here is a table. Again, you can see all this single table design. You can see the UI. So that goes to the DynamoDB. We will essentially broadcast or stream these events into Kinesis data stream, which means anytime a process is created, success, failed, all those events are broadcasted. Again, this is a scenario where we need an event-driven workflow, right? And hence we are using Kinesis here, right? So these events such as success, failed are broadcasted to the Kinesis. A Lambda as a consumer are going to consume this data. So this Lambda is going to receive batches of data in near real time, right? Right. And what's going to happen is we're going to write a business code or the application code inside this Lambda, which will check the statuses of these processes. Anytime the Lambda depicts that the status was failed, it is simply going to broadcast that to an SNS, right? And then whoever is subscribed to the SNS will receive an email alert saying that this process failed at this time. Please take a look at that. All the details about the job or the process will be essentially emailed to the person who is subscribed to the SNS. So this system now can essentially, again, not only report or show you all the details about the job. You have the UI, you can see, but we also are adding an alerting module in this, which means anytime anything happens at that moment, we want to react to that alert in near real time. And what we are doing here, we are broadcasting these events to an SNS because SNS is meant for fan out, multiple people can subscribe, right? Now, again, this, when an failure occurs, it will broadcast an email alert on an SNS. That's great. But if you have so many processes running and a lot of processes fail, you're going to get a ton of emails, right? So what is a better approach here, right? Okay, I do want to get alerts, but I don't want to get overwhelmed with number of emails. Well, that's a great thing. And in that scenario, we need to tweak the design a little bit. So for example, say you want to get a daily report in the night or in the morning, basically anything that failed or anything that happened. So how do you then develop this system? So this system needs a little tweak here. Okay, so the logic is going to be the same, and if it is failed, what we are going to do is we're going to leverage a SQS queue over here. I'll explain you why SQS in a second. So anytime a process failed, we are going to store that in the SQS, and by default we know that the message in the SQS can stay for 15 days. That's the maximum retention period. Now what I will do is basically I'll have a Lambda function, right? This Lambda will fire up at 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever time that you feel that you want to send alert. So you can essentially fire this Lambda. This Lambda will essentially take the data from the SQS, right? It's going to process all the failed messages in that particular day, and it's going to compile everything into a single report, and then essentially we can broadcast this to an SNS topic over here. So now what has happened is basically you're not overwhelming the user with a lot of emails, right? Again, if there's a need to do it real time, you can broadcast it to an SNS. But if you want to do it on a job or a cron level, you can fire up a Lambda on a cron. So this Lambda will essentially take all the data, all the failed processes from the SQS, and it's essentially gonna, as I said, it's gonna compile and generate a report, and then of course put it to an SNS, so the people can get a nice alert like total process failed this, total succeeds this, just a report, right? So basically if you need a report, I think that's also a great choice. So these are some of the ways in which we could essentially develop alerting modules when a process fails. I will be personally going the route of the real-time alerts. I will show you the entire infrastructure code, Lambda, processing, everything in the next video. So this video was more over just the design and basically doing some brainstorming with you guys. So this is the design. Again, we modeled everything in Dynamo. We have a beautiful front end, and if I refresh, all of that happens near real time, pretty fast, right? So today, I guess at 10:21, we have one job that ran, was successful. I can see all the tasks associated to that job, as you can see, and this reflects all the function that I have in my Python code. So basically we made all this design pattern, simply decorate the function, and automatically those logs are added to DynamoDB. So the next part, we are going to develop all the infrastructure code, all the alerting modules, and we'll see when a process fails, we are going to receive real-time alerts. Alright, that's all I have for the video. If you have any questions, suggestions, let your questions in the comment box, and we'll try our best to answer them as and when we get. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you. I'm anticipating to see you in the next part, where we are gonna show you the entire stuff in entire project. So hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.